Let me ask you something honest. Do you ever look at confident people and think, how do they do that? How do they walk into a room and just know they belong there? How do they speak without apologizing? How do they try things without being paralyzed by fear? And then you look at yourself and think, I could never be like that. Confidence is something you are either born with or you are not. I used to believe that too. But today, I'm going to tell you something that completely changed how I think about confidence. Something that took me a long time to understand. And once you hear it, I think it will change things for you too. My name is Hailey. Welcome to Speak with Hailey, your slow English podcast for healing, growth, and inner peace. This is B1 level English, spoken slowly and clearly, so you can improve your English and your life at the same time. Stay with me. This one is important. Part 1. The biggest lie about confidence. Before we talk about how to build confidence, I need to destroy one idea that is holding almost everyone back. The lie is this: confident people do not feel afraid. We look at someone who seems confident and we think, they are not nervous. They are not scared. They just naturally feel good about themselves all the time. They wake up every morning already believing in themselves. And because we do feel nervous and scared and full of doubt, we think something is wrong with us. We think we are missing something that confident people have. But here's the truth. Confident people feel exactly the same fear that you feel. The difference is not the absence of fear. The difference is what they do with it. Think about that for a moment. Every person you have ever admired for their confidence, the speaker who stands on stage without shaking, the person who starts a business with no guarantee of success, the artist who shares their work with the world, every single one of them felt afraid before they did it. Every single one. The difference is they did it anyway. They felt the fear and they moved forward. And every time they did that, every single time they chose action over fear, their confidence grew a little bit more. Confidence is not a feeling you wait for. It is a muscle you build. And just like any muscle, it starts at 0. And it grows through use. So if you are starting from 0 right now, you are not behind. You are exactly at the beginning. And the beginning is the only place where growth is possible. Part 2. Why you lost your confidence. Here is something I want to address directly, because many people who feel unconfident did not start that way. You were not born without confidence. No one is. Watch a small child learn to walk. They fall down. They get up. They fall again. They get up again. They do not think, I am bad at walking. I should give up. They just keep trying, with complete faith that eventually they will get it right. That child is you. That is how you started. So what happened? At some point, something changed. Maybe someone laughed at you when you tried something. Maybe you failed at something important, and the failure felt permanent. Maybe someone told you, you are not smart enough. Not talented enough, not good enough. And slowly, quietly, you started to believe it. This is called a limiting belief. A story we tell ourselves about who we are and what we are capable of. And the dangerous thing about limiting beliefs is that they feel like facts. They do not feel like opinions. They feel like truth. So we stop questioning them. We just accept them. And we build our entire life around them. But a belief is not a fact. A belief is just a thought you have repeated so many times that it feels true. And that means it can change. The story you have been telling yourself about your confidence. I am shy. I am not the kind of person who speaks up. I am not interesting enough. I am not brave enough. That story is not who you are. It is just a habit of thought. And habits can be changed. That is where we start. Part 3. 5 Ways to Build Confidence from Zero. Now I want to give you 5 real practical ways to start building confidence. Not big dramatic changes, small honest steps that compound over time. Because confidence is not built in one moment. It is built in thousands of small moments. And the good news is, you can start creating those moments today. The first way is to do one small, scary thing every day. This is the most important one, and I want you to really hear it. Confidence is not built by thinking. It is not built by reading about confidence. It is not built by watching other confident people and hoping some of it rubs off on you. Confidence is built by doing. Every time you do something that scares you, even something very small, your brain updates its understanding of what you are capable of. It says, "Oh, we survived that. Maybe we can survive the next thing too." This is called evidence. You are collecting evidence that you are capable. And over time, that evidence builds into genuine belief in yourself. So the small, scary thing does not need to be big. Maybe it is speaking up in a conversation when you usually stay quiet. Maybe it is sending a message you have been afraid to send. Maybe it is trying something new that you might fail at. One small, scary thing every single day. That is how confidence is built. The second way is to change the conversation inside your head. We all have an inner voice. And for most people who struggle with confidence, that voice is not kind. It says things like, "You are going to embarrass yourself. Everyone is judging you. You are not good enough to be here." And here is the thing about that voice. It is not telling you the truth. It is telling you your fears. Start noticing that voice. And when it says something cruel about you, ask it one question. Is this actually true? Or is this just fear talking? Because most of the time, it is just fear. Replace the cruel thought with a more honest one. Instead of, "I am going to fail," try, "I do not know what will happen, but I am going to try." Instead of, "Everyone is judging me," try, "Most people are too focused on themselves to judge me." Instead of, "I am not good enough," try, "I am learning, and learning takes time." Small shifts, but over time, they change everything. The third way is to stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Comparison is one of the biggest destroyers of confidence. And in the world we live in today, it is everywhere. You see someone who is further ahead than you, more skilled, more successful, more confident. And instead of feeling inspired, you feel small, like you will never get there. But you are not seeing the full picture. You are not seeing the years of practice behind that skill. You are not seeing the failures that taught them what they know. You are not seeing the fear they still feel, even now. Everyone starts at zero. Every person you admire had a day one, a moment when they knew nothing, when they were exactly where you are right now. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. Are you a little braver today than you were yesterday? A little more willing to try? That is progress. That is exactly what you need. The fourth way is to take care of how you carry yourself. This one might surprise you, but research shows that the way we use our body actually changes how we feel inside. When we feel unconfident, we make ourselves small. We look down. We speak quietly. We fold our arms. We take up as little space as possible. But when we change our body, when we stand a little taller, breathe a little deeper, speak a little louder, something shifts inside us too. You do not need to feel confident to act confident. You just need to move your body as if you were, and your feelings will slowly follow. Try it right now. Sit up a little straighter. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the difference? That small change in your body created a small change in how you feel. That is real. That is science, and it is available to you anytime you need it. The fifth way is to celebrate every single attempt, not just the results. Most people only feel good about themselves when they succeed, when the result is good, when the outcome is what they hoped for. But confidence does not come from success. Confidence comes from trying. Every time you try something, whether it works or not, you are proving to yourself that you are someone who takes action, someone who does not let fear decide everything, someone who is building something. That deserves celebration. Did you try something today and it did not work? Celebrate that you tried. Did you speak up when you usually stay quiet and it came out wrong? Celebrate that you spoke. Did you start something new and feel completely lost? Celebrate that you started. The result is not the point. The attempt is the point. And every attempt, every single one, is a brick in the foundation of your confidence. We talked about a lot today. We talked about the biggest lie about confidence, that confident people do not feel afraid. They do. They just move forward anyway. We talked about why you may have lost your confidence somewhere along the way, and how the story you have been telling yourself is not a fact. It is just a habit. And we talked about 5 ways to start building it back. 1 small scary thing every day. Changing your inner voice. Stopping the comparison. Changing how you carry yourself. And celebrating every attempt. I want to leave you with 1 sentence to carry with you today. Confidence is not something you find. It is something you build. 1 small, brave moment at a time. You already have everything you need to start. You just need to begin. Before you go, I want to ask you something. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident do you feel right now? Write your number in the comments. No judgment, just honesty. I read every single comment, and I want to know where you are starting from. If this episode gave you something today, a new thought, a little more hope, a moment of feeling understood, please share it with someone who needs it. Send it to a friend, post it in a group. You never know whose day you might change. And if you are not yet subscribed to Speak with Hailey, please do that now. Every day we come together here, slowly, gently, in simple English, to grow together, in language and in life. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, be brave. Even just a little. That is enough. Goodbye for now.